Yo, people, were you telling me back again for another one footy talk Tuesday, bruv? And bro, a much needed 3 points for Chelsea. What you telling me, fam?
Yo, my head's just above water right now. That's really what it feels like. It's good to win. It's good to have an away win because it's actually our first away win in the league since December, which
Mhm.
is an example of how tough it's been at Chelsea recently. But yeah, it's a confidence building victory in a derby, late victories and all of that. I think it's confidence building, and we were the better team for the majority of the match. But it was just about winning and running off with it. By about 70 minutes, I'd come to peace with the end of my season. I was like, okay, we fumbled it. We're not getting top five. We're probably not even getting sixth at this rate, whatever. At least the away end's still bopping. I thought it was going to be toxic as hell. Turns out we made the right subs and we finally stopped overcomplicating everything in the final third. Just get the ball and test the goalkeeper. That's what Tyreek George did. That's what Pedro Neto finally did towards the end of the game. And that was really the difference. First half of the match was all really our own problems. Like just bad decisions when you're on the ball was just a story of our first half. You're making silly passes when there's players in better options around you. We're crossing the ball to nobody, either because no one, the likes of Neto, aren't looking when they're crossing, or you've got Jackson whose runs and awareness have fell off a damn cliff. And I'll be so real. I think I'm done this season. I can't be bothered. Like, I've got way too much to play for, and he's come back and got worse. He's
For
actually
real.
come back and got worse. So it's like, shit, I don't know what we're doing anymore. I really don't. But Maresca came out in the second half, pushed Cucurella a bit further forward. Whatever he said to Colwell and Chalobah got them cooking because they marked Jimenez out of the game. And the passing from both of them was a lot better. We bring on Sancho. Sancho has some good impact off the bench. He's actually like testing Tete a lot more. It's allowing Cucurella to overlap as well. Bring on Tyreek George for Jackson. What does he do? Just gets the ball and doesn't overcomplicate it. And that's the difference. I don't even want to put all this pressure on what's a 17, 18-year-old, but he might have to start up front for me for the rest of the season. He might have
What,
to.
like that?
Yo, I don't mind him being the option off the bench because it's something that's been working. But I need goals. I need goals. His brother ain't scored all year. Like, if Tyreek George is showing me that he can get the ball in the middle of the park and just aim it at the goalkeeper, fine. That's what I need. I need goals. I need a goal scorer. So if Maresca wants to start him in the next game over Jackson, I can't believe we've got to this point. There was a period in the season where I was saying he was outperforming Haaland. Now, you might have to drop him. You might have to drop him. Because the it's not good enough anymore. And it's not even just the finishing. It's the runs. Cucurella in a good position for a cross. Brother ain't even running. You're making it difficult for him to even make the delivery into someone. I saw Noni running in for a cutback. The guy only clocks it's a cutback coming like 2-3 seconds too late. And then nobody's in the middle because his awareness isn't there.
What do you think
Another
of?
one
What do you
and
think
still
his
clocks too
future?
late.
What do you think his future lies, Noni? Anyway,
Um,
long term, do you
might
think
be.
he's gonna be good enough?
He has to show the end product. That's all it really comes down to with him. I like that he's got variation on the right hand side. I like that he's got strength on the ball, which I think is good for a winger. But it's just the end product, and that's been the story of his season. So I can't write him off, but I'm also not going to overhype it. Like I said, I need a Noni to come back, but even then, he's kind of just showing me it's still just for the profile, just for the guy to give me a little bit of variation.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's up to him. Can he just level up his decision making? If he does, yeah, keep him. Keep him immediately. We've got a gem on our hands. But if not, might be sacrificed if we don't get UCL or just competes with Esteval. That's it.
And what at the end of the season, you got Esteval and what another brother coming in it? Who else?
Nah, Quenda's coming in 2026,
Now,
I
isn't
think.
there another South American that you signed as well? Is it just Esteval?
Santos.
Are
Andre,
they
well,
both?
coming
Are
back
they both coming
from
in? Okay.
Strasbourg.
I don't know, bro.
That's why we don't even need that much signings. Petrovic comes back, I'll
But you
run
think
with
these
him
men
as
are going to
well.
be good enough to contribute immediately, bro?
Esteval, I don't think so. And I don't want to put that pressure on him either.
Best of
Hmm?
what you've got coming in though. If he can't contribute immediately, then
No, Santos is the best. Santos and Petrovic.
well,
Your mic's a little. It's coming in and out a lot.
okay. What you say? Sanchez is better than
There we
I
go.
mean, what's his name? My man's better than Esteval. Did you say the Santos brother?
Oh yeah, Andre Santos, like he's already ready. The guy's one of the best midfielders in League One right now.
So how come
Can
no
play
one's talking
multiple
about him the way they're
positions.
talking about fucking Esteval, blood? I'm hearing bare Esteval chat, yeah. How come I'm not hearing the same prop for Santos?
I'm surprised you haven't heard the same prop for him. I really
Mm.
am. Because like he's the one that everyone can universally agree on in our fan base that he's ready now. Esteval, I don't believe he's ready now. I don't even want to put that pressure on the kid. He's out 17 himself. He's going to have to adapt to a new country, a new way of life, a new style of play, everything. So, like, I'm not putting that pressure on him immediately. Santos could probably walk into the starting 11 right now. That's the difference.
Like that.
Petrovic.
And where does he
Yes.
play?
6 or 8. 6 or 8. And he's got good box crashing into the box, good ball carrying. He can do the 6 role. He can do the 8 role. And like he's got the PMP, he's a strong midfielder too. Will probably give us a little bit of height as well that we've been really lacking there. Like, yeah, he's the talent that's going straight into the starting 11, or at least directly competing for it. Petrovic, he went from like being a player that wouldn't even try to play out the back to having the best passing stats in League One. And apparently he's just outperforming everything. So I'm fine with giving him the goalkeeper role for next season, have him be the number 1. Or go get an upgrade. But for me, like the main focus is getting the goal scorer. You get me the goal scorer, I might even just be able to like look past everything else. Because you bring in the midfield depth with Asugo, with Santos, I don't want to look at another midfielder for 5 years. That's us done. Petrovic, have him compete with Jorgensen. That should be the number 1 position done. They're bringing in Mamadou Sarr. I haven't heard too much about him. Apparently he plays beyond his years at Strasbourg, but I ain't going to pretend like I know too much from him. But he's an option. Go maybe get another one, someone who's a bit more experienced and someone who brings leadership into the team. So centre-back, striker, and I think everything else is sorted by ourselves. We just have to get top 5.
And you think you're getting it? It's looking tense,
One
my
game
bro.
at a time, man. One game at a
bro,
time. I
is
know
that
we're
how
not
you're
favourites
feeling
no
now?
more.
You're
Bro,
run
I
at
know
the
we're
end,
not
yeah.
favourites anymore. Like most of the teams around us have better run-ins to the end of the season. And we've only just got a win that's kept us alive. And that's all it's done. It's kept us alive. All we have to do is just keep winning. Go play Everton, tricky low block, find a way to win, see who drops points around us. There will be teams that do it, but like I don't know if we're going to join them or not. So we just have to keep winning our matches. That's all we can keep doing. We beat Newcastle. God willing, we beat Newcastle. We're good. But beating Newcastle away, much easier said than done. So it's up to the team.
I
It's
can't
really up
lie,
to
yeah,
the team.
it's true because the Newcastle thing is mad, yeah. Like I see Newcastle get their head top slapped off by Aston Villa, but Newcastle were rolling over teams before that. Like when I look at your running towards the end of the season, on paper it's a nightmare. On paper, it's a nightmare. Considering you need these points now. You're at a point where people were looking at Chelsea as like a shoe-in for Europe, and now there's an extra place. You may not even get that because we thought it was top 4 at the start of the season, and now you've put yourself in a position now where top 5 is even looking a bit spooky.
Yep, it's fucking scary, man.
But what do
And
you
I
put
hate
that?
that
Do
we've
you put
done
that
this to
down to
us.
multiple things, or
Multiple things. Number 1 is the 2 transfer windows that we didn't even use. Like barely strengthening the squad. You could argue maybe Sancho. Nobody else.
We'll talk about Sancho after, like to see where you stand with whether you want to keep him or not, because I'm not sure. In this Chelsea fan base, it's been mixed.
Yeah, cool. But other than that, there's been barely any improvements in the team from last season. Could argue the defense has got worse with bringing in Tosin for Thiago Silva. Then you look at the forward line. We went from having the second best conversion rate in December to the second worst in 2025. people don't want to blame our forwards. Cole Palmer's not been scoring. Everyone says Maresca's been killing Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer still has the most shots in the league and one of the highest chances created. And I can look at games and be like, he's still involved. He's still involved in making chances for the likes of Jackson and the likes of Noni, and they're not taking it.
So you think the
And
level
even
around
then-
him has dropped from last season?
Do I think what?
The level around him has dropped from last season, as opposed to his performances, or do you think his performances have dropped, but also so has everyone else's?
Both.
Mm.
Both. And then I look at Maresca. For stuff like starting Robert Sanchez consistently, late subs in certain games, throwing away the cups, for example. Like, he has to hold some of the blame as well, but he's third on my list. The forward liner fell off a cliff this year, and we didn't even really try to strengthen the team like that. So it's like, a lot of the way we've handled this season just hasn't been well enough. We had the whole January transfer window to go and just get a body up top. And what did we do? We were just dazing at Garnacho all month. We brought in Matissa Mugu to hold for Strasbourg and then loan him there in the summer. We might not even be able to do it if we're in the same European competition. So, like, we've handled the windows poorly. If I had just got Osimhen, I'm not in this top 4 race. I'm not thinking about top 4. I'm comfortable in third, maybe competing for second.
Are you still in for Osimhen, do you think?
Well, we're still looking at him. Now, I think UCL's key on that as well. So,
well, if UCL's key, then, bruv, Man United are getting linked with them, yeah, but we're not guaranteed Champions League football if we don't win the Europa League. So, do you reckon that he's waiting? Do you think UCL is a key component in where he goes, or is it more the wages?
Wages and the agent fees.
I thought so.
Like, he'll join Chelsea even if we're out of Europe. It's just he wants his money. Like, Mikel's talking about how he specifically wants to join Chelsea, wants to break all of Drogba's records, be the striker that took Chelsea back to the top, but he don't want to take a pay cut for it, and I understand.
Well, if he doesn't want to take a pay cut, then he doesn't want the legacy as much as he's saying he does. Let's be real. You know the ones there like that.
I think it's just a bit of both. Like, he wants it, but like he also wants his bag. It can be a bit of both.
No, I hear that. I absolutely hear that.